Boom Beach ideas. Let's start with the soccer player. Okay, so this is what the soccer player looks like. That's a soccer ball, and remember this is an illustration. I don't mean to always make them bold. So he's number 2, and yeah, he's angry. So basically, he has 1,000 HP, and the attack is the ball. Okay, so 100 damage goes to him kicking the ball. So yeah, 3 kicks per till the ball is gone. Not till the ball is gone, but 3 kicks, and when those 3 balls are gone, he'll have 1. And the range is very long. It's not like Bombardiers, because let me show you a replay of them in operations. Because yeah, there are a lot. These are Bombardiers, right? They shoot. I don't know where they shoot at anymore. But yeah, that's very far. Because once he destroyed it, the power core, yeah, he was very far behind. Seriously, it was right here. Yeah, so it's like 1 more inch less than him. Depends how the kick is, but the longest kick is basically just what I said. So, yeah. Now, also next up, we got the air gun, which is a defense. So, basically, it has 200 HP. And, yeah, this is the arm holding it. Yeah, it's basically a gun. Now, if you're wondering, how could they hit this? Well, it's about proto-troops, okay? And also warships, too, because they're also most in, they're most in warships. So, yeah, I'm searching up Boom Beach's channel. Right there. Now, let's look into proto-troops. And here are the flying 2 troops, okay? The rocket chopper, which just shoot out bazookas. When the rocket chopper is done, now the heavy chopper is basically easy. When the heavy chopper is down, 10 heavies drop. And if you're wondering what heavies are in Zookas, so what drop out of the rocket chopper is Zookas, and what jump out of the heavy chopper is this guy, the heavy. So, yeah. Now, the air gun, don't mind about that. Now, also, it does 50 damage. This is what the bullet is, and this is how close to the ground it is. At level 1. Because the more that you upgrade it, it doesn't change looks, it just ranges up higher. Now, the more... Yeah, that's just what I said. So, yeah. Now, who could attack this? It's the rocket chopper and the heavy chopper. So, let's say that this is a proto defense. That belongs in the weapon lab. Next up, we got the jump snatcher. Now, first his name was Jumper, but I thought Jump Snatcher was a better one because he doesn't necessarily jump people unless if this is what jumping is. Jumping people is. So this is what he looks like. Remember that this is an illustration. So he has 1,000 HP. Yeah, he kind of looks like someone I'm gonna do later, right? But he holds nothing. That's because, yeah, that's 50 damage. Now, if you're wondering what that is, it's basically any of things on land, okay? So he'll just, jump and rip it off. And, yeah, that's just his whole entire point. But what if it's not gone yet? Right, will he keep attacking it, or will he go on a new base? New defense, or whatever. So what he'll do after jump snatching that and goes like this way, he'll just go again, jump snatch. I don't know how to basically do that. It's like jumping, not handstandy, but like handstand in the air, and then trying to grab that thing on land. But what if it actually rips off? It's just the same, but except he jumps higher. Okay. And once he lands, he'll land on something that is like something that is on land too. And let's say it's like a cannon, right? He'll do like 50 times 2 on level 1 on him. Yeah, that much damage. Now next up we got the downgrade, which basically is for Boom Beach Land. So, let's say you got to Sniper Tower level 10. You try to degrade it, right? So it'll show like Sniper Tower level 9, and also it'll show you how much more you could get. So it doesn't matter how much wood you have, stone or iron you have. You gotta have like, you could always do that, and basically it kind of like just takes like, so let's say like it takes 4 hours to go like Sniper 9 to Sniper 10. Yeah, so 4 hours, now it would be 3 hours to go to Sniper 10 to Sniper 10 to Sniper 9. So, yeah. So basically what it shows here is, like, this is a level 1 Sniper Tower. Yeah. So it said give back, like that much wood. I forgot to add a comma, but it says give back, and yes, like that. Now, this is only, like at level 1 Sniper Tower, you just, like, you don't have it. So basically level 1 anything, not just Sniper Tower, y'all get to, level 2 Sniper Tower, you'll get to, like, get downgrade, which basically gets it to Sniper level 1, and yeah, Sniper level 1 you can't just degrade, unless if you want to, like, put it back to here, because that's basically what it is, and I don't think that would be an option. Now next up we got is the distracting guy. Now this is what he looks like. Okay, now this is what he looks like without the shield. Yeah, that's the shield right there. So basically the distracting guy basically has one of Private Billet's abilities. Okay, so I'm saying like that's just this whole entire thing, one Private Billet ability. So basically he has 1,000 HP, and 4,000 HP plus belongs to the shield. So that means he have 5,000 HP. Now also we got his attack. Okay, so if he gets noticed by defenses, which basically has the damage per seconds. Yeah. Damage per seconds. Those are defenses, and those will only aim at the shield. But what if he doesn't have the shield? 4,000 HP is lost, and also that's what he looks like without no shield. And also the thing will just aim anywhere they just normally aim. So, yeah, and when I said distracting guy, what I mean is not he's distracted. It's basically like heavies and Zukas, but make the heavies into distractors. Then the Zukas won't die until every like, every distractor is dead. And you could retrain them back. But what I mean is, like, so if they already got out of, let's call that out of their shell, right? And they can't, like, just aim it at the zoo, because, yeah, it'll just aim at the same spot, because, yeah, aim also at the heavy, so, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Now, you may have a question of, like, what happens if Private, what's his name? Private Bullet is, like, having this ability. Will they still aim it at the distractors? So basically what would happen is that so the defenses that aren't aimed at Private Bullet, like I repeat, will be aimed directly towards, not directly, it'll be towards the distractor, okay? And if bullets taunts every item, then, yeah, that's just it. Now, if he dies, if Private Bullet dies, which they never, because when a hero, yeah, this is a hero, death 0. You can only place one hero at a time, and let me show you footage that he did. Right there. So, I don't know why they add that to heroes, but you can only place one hero, and I don't know why they add that to heroes. So, before you leave, if you're Boom Beach, I have one more idea for you, and that's basically aim. Okay? So I think you should add aim to, like, information of troops. So, like, every troops, there'll be, like, aim. Yeah. So I think it should say aim for damage, and if they're good, if they're just outstanding, just say, like, the best. Yeah, better than, like, every troop. Yeah. I think that's what you should add. Not just Zukas, but, like, also other troops. But aim for medics. Yeah, I think they should add that for that too. And also for heroes, when you press on this. Right here. Yeah. Now let's do, like, so the soccer player is a troop, and the air gun is a defense. The jump snatcher is a troop. The downgrade for Boom Beach Land, I don't know what that is. And the distracting guy is a troop. Okay? So now let's do the questions about it. So, all the downgrade for Boom Beach Land basically lower your XP, experience points. That's what I meant. So, it will lower your experience points. But, like, yeah, what do you think? Now, when you said Jump Snatcher, which is a troop, said it looks familiar to another guy, what do you mean? The distracting guy, which basically it has the blue shirt, which Jump Snatcher has the blue shirt, and also blue eyes. And let's go back to distracting guy, just to show you that distracting guy also has blue eyes. What about his pants? His pants are red, and so as distracting guy. But the clearly known difference is just what they look like. So distracting guy has a shield, and jump snatcher doesn't. I actually planned for him to having a shield, but yeah, that was on this phone. Next question is like what I think there will be is what if if the soccer ball bounce, does it? What I mean is like if the soccer ball bounces onto like the fences, like let's say it hit on the mortar, will it hit on the sniper tower like that and just keep on going until it like disappears or something? It doesn't disappear unless if it's like over 10 seconds. And if you're wondering, how much damage would it be in total? Because like I said, it would take 100 damage for one, like if it just bounced back 5 times, let's say. Would it be 500 damage? No. It was like if it just bounced into sniper tower, that would just be 1 damage. See that? So, yeah. What I'm saying is so the first kick is the first shot, which is a hit for the first shot, is basically 100. But when it keeps on bouncing, that will just be 1 now. The second hit would be 1. The third hit would be 2. The fourth hit would be 3. And the fifth hit will be 4. Yeah, makes sense. Now I'm just thinking, how fast would it be? So, if it was going like this fast, that would be only 1 damage. But if it was going like this fast, that would be like 5. Now if it was going the same speed, like that, that would be definitely 100 damage. Now if it bounces back into like another item, and then if it just bounces back to till the headquarter, with 1 shot, do you think Boom Beach would add that? I think necessarily not for that long of a kick. So, now, next up we got is, what is the original name for these? So some of them state the name, but, yeah. So Jump Snatcher was on this phone. I thought Jumper, because he jumps and takes stuff off. And Distracting Guy, which both look the same, we already clarified that. Distracting Guy is basically distractor, but that isn't a word, but I thought that would be a cool name, but I think they would, I don't know, unless if it's not being in the dictionary, I don't know. So, next up we got is the air gun. So, is this the height of the heavy chopper? Like what it drops? No, it'll stop when it reaches the height of the heavy chopper. Now, how often will this press that button? Now, what that button does is just launch a bullet. So basically, it will. It probably won't, but saying how much will it press it? Well, it'll press it 1 bullet is that and that and just that. That's just the press. So I don't know why he's holding on to that. But they'll press it as soon as the bullet goes to here. And when the bullet goes to like here, then they'll not launch another bullet out. Okay. So the range is basically just this thing, right? Yeah. Now next up we got, so about the air gun. What if like non-air troops, which are not the Choppas, what I'm saying is not, when I mean not the Choppas, I mean like troops that you have, right? Like riflemen or like heavy. So basically what this is like, so they will try to hit it once they reach their range. So the bombardier will do it when it's like, let's say right here. I don't know, like I'm saying right here. When the bullet comes here, then, I mean not here, but like what it shows in the picture, that's the limit of level 1 bombardier, what it could reach. Like how low the air gun is basically what you're saying, I think. Well, that's what I'm saying too. The bullets, which bombardier will shoot at here, the bullet will just bounce back and hit the air gun. I don't want to make it too overpowered, so I just made that as a rule. Or, let's say like an overpowered troop. I mean, yeah, that's bombardier. I mean, like, let's say it's like a more powerful bullet. I mean, would bombardier destroy it? The answer is no, because that shell is 1,000, let's say it's like 2,000 HP. And also, what about Grenadier? Will he notice it? Oh, it's like less, like here. Here is when bombardier will notice it and try to shoot it. And yeah, it'll just bounce back the same as like, it'll bounce back where bombardier's at if he hits it. Now the Scorcher is cool. It does, he's melee, right? Yeah, he's medium. So basically, it's like, so Scorchers will just burn it off. Maybe they'll do damage to the Scorcher, but yeah. So, what about the constantly hitter, the mech? Yeah, there's more constant hitters, but I meant like, I think mech is the most, or heavies. Those are the ones. So if they hit it, it'll just like bounce up, down, up, down, up, down. So until they're destroyed. So yeah. So if it's like somebody else, like Suka's, I mean like, if it's Warrior, he'll just like let's say it's like close to being hit to the ground. Like, let's say it's like this height. Yeah, then he'll start hitting it, and it'll start rotating. Like, the ball is back to normal. The balls, yeah, it'll just start rotating like that. So, what about if it's like Rifleman or Zukas or like those characters? I mean, what if it's Crowneer? Will he freeze it? She won't freeze it, but it'll freeze the time of the drop. And if it's like the slow hitters, which are like Rifleman and Zukas, yeah, they'll just be a knockout. If it comes like closer to the ground, and if they hit it when it's closer to the ground, they'll be a knockout. If they're dead. But anyway, their bullet would just go like, wee. Like that. So, like, wee. Wee. Also, the last, wee. Now, next up, we got a Gem Snatcher. Did you plan him to be more, like, a more looking different? Yes. What I thought is, like, he will have a football helmet, you know, and also a shield, okay? And, like, since he was, like, boring looking, I just thought that would just be fun adding. But I changed my mind because he's not just, like, a guy that doesn't want to take damage. He's more of like a, I mean, he's not more like a distractor. He's more of like a attacker. And also, shield, I thought I moved that because the shield would be right. Like, where would he drop it at? I mean, first I thought it would be right here, but then, like, he'll just step right there. And then he'll just keep doing that. Like. Now, the things I don't get, which what we're doing now, is Bombardier. Okay? Why does he have to use... Why is his unit size 8? I think it's that he's overpowered. Because when a Bombardier is launched, he's like this. There's just only 3 troops on, like, the most unit size on a boat. I think the most unit size. But why only 3? Because, like, on a level 7 boat, which the unit size is 11, by the way. Yeah, his unit size is 1, which... Yeah, Bombardier's is basically the same size. Now, if you compare it by looks on this, yeah, it kind of looks like the same. But the tanks actually fit into, like, a 3. Because, I mean, like, my boat is just 1 tank. But, yeah, look how big they are compared to the Bombardiers. Okay? And, like, they're just shorter. I don't understand why they're unit size 8. And also, what I don't understand is, why is there a number 7 on Mick? Actually, no, I made a video about the mysterious number 7. So the thing that I'm confused about is basically with sniper towers, right? These are riflemen on it. If they climb out, I mean, if they're not there while it's upgrading, so why don't they go out, like, out of their sniper tower, like, at least show the footage while it's being upgraded? You might say, where will they go? Where nobody else goes. Like, right, like, let's say the sniper tower's upgrading, right? It'll be right here. Alright, but once a rifleman is upgrading, if it's upgrading, while it's standing there, he'll just sprint to the armory to be inside it. Now, what if, like, the rifleman is upgrading first and then the sniper tower? He'll just do the same, sprint, but it'll take less time.